Welcome back to DIGI-PANDA. Booster 1.5 is less than 2 months away, and with that in mind, pre-orders from many vendors that I buy from are already out of stock. And if it's going to be a repeat of Special Release 1.0, cards will be super inflated in price, like they were just on Special Release. With that in mind, let's look at what cards will be sought after in 1.5. I've compiled an Excel spreadsheet, link in the description below for any casual or competitive player. There are 2 tabs. The first tab lets you see what's in your possession, whether it's decked, in a binder, or a spare playsets on hand. The second tab is for individuals who want to record how many they pulled in each box. Now with that being said, I've made it so that you can filter through the spreadsheet for specific rarity or number of existing copies. By filtering by blank and super rare, I can see exactly how many super rares have yet to be released. With Booster 1.5, there are 10 super rares left in the set. Grand Kuwagamon, Shine Greymon, Yule Force Vidramon, Charismon, Blitz Greymon, Ragna Lordmon, Imperial Dramon, Kreskarurumon, Craniumon, and Mastamon. For the secret rares, we have Omnimon Alter S, Black War Greymon, and Imperial Dramon Green. The best thing about this set is that every card is practically a chase card for its respective color. I myself will be hunting for Blitz Greymon for red, the indestructible Royal Knight Craniumon for black, Charismon and Grand Kuwagamon for green, and Shine Greymon for yellow. If you'd like me to do a review over these chase cards in a separate video, let me know in the comments below. Of the secrets, I will be hunting for Omnimon Alter S and Black War Greymon. But for Black War Greymon, it's mainly because I like the artwork. Now keep in mind, we have a lot of good super rares in this set. Current trends say that we should see the same number of foils per box like Booster Set 1.0. Remember Flower Cannon? I thought we'd be initially getting these as alternate supers in the box, but they have now been confirmed as Dash Pack foils instead. And while the alt arts for these cards look amazing, I honestly don't see them getting much play. But on the bright side, we do get Blitz Greymon and Grand Kuwagamon as other potential alt art pulls from the Dash Packs, and this has me excited. Depending on your luck, it might take you 6 boxes to get a playset of a particular super rare. In the case of rares though, you might get a playset of rares that you need for a particular card after 3 or 4 boxes. Specific rares that I'll be on the hunt for are Rise Greymon, a powerhouse yellow card that can play a tamer when digivolved into, Glorious Burst, another yellow card that reduces one of your opponent's Digimon by 12,000 DP till the end of the turn. But the best part? It costs 1 less for every one of your yellow tamers in play. Other rares would be X-Vmon. When digivolved into, make one of your level 4 or less Digimon active. Pyeel Dramon. When attacking, if this card's name contains Imperial Dramon, it becomes active. And Jokido, a black tamer card that gives you +1 memory if you have a blocker on the field. Rare-wise, a lot of it adds power to blue and yellow decks. For other decks, not so much. Commons and uncommons will really drastically improve a lot of decks. And for me, I'll be hunting for red, yellow, purple, and black. For blue, the majority of what you're looking for is going to be in the rare and super rare category. With red, you'll add Lavogaridomon, the only other level 5 Digimon that's used in competitive red decks, and makes red the better Omnimon deck. Like Groundramon, it is a cost-efficient Digimemory level 5. You could say it's the Dark Tyrannomon equivalent for level 5s. Gigimon is another staple baby Digimon and is arguably the best baby in red, unless you're doing piercing shenanigans, in which case Bebidomon would be your best go-to. But with Gigimon, you're going to be able to get that 1k DP bonus, especially if your opponent is playing purple. Some of the Ragna Lordmon cards are also featured in red, so I'll be looking for Zubamon and Zuba Eagermon. Security Greymon may be another card I playtest with. With green, you'll add the Argomon family, and literally, their names are all Argomon. They just have different levels. But for cheap and fast Digivolutions, this is the way to go, especially when you finally get to Charismon. Yellow finally adds Yellow Agumon and also gives us access to Geogreymon. There's also access to Ankylomon, the yellow security Digimon that plays itself when attacked into. And in previous videos I mentioned that yellow is the best when it comes to manipulating your security. You can remove Digimon that you actually need for later and then replace the security with another one from the top of the deck with TK. With purple and black decks, you'll add cheap Digivolution equivalents of Dark Tyrannomon and Gorillamon. For purple, Meramon is the newest, cheap evolution body, while black gets Tankmon. Also for purple, you'll get access to the cheap ultimate in the form of Skull Meramon. And with black, black finishes up the Digivolution line for Ragnalordmon in the form of Tia Ludomon and Raiji Ludomon. For commons and uncommons, there's a really good chance you'll get your playset with 1 or 2 boxes. In terms of what decks we will see life breathed into them, Omnimon decks, whether red or blue, will still be played a lot. But remember, the more popular something is in a show, the more support it's going to get. Other colors that will see more play will be green and yellow, in the form of Charismon Green and Shinegreymon Yellow. Unfortunately for American releases, with the way Booster 1.0 and Booster 1.5 was split, Yule Force Vidramon probably won't see much play. The only reason being that in Japan, it was only present for one set before falling off the competitive scene. This was before Imperial Dramon decks made their appearance. Blue decks will probably be a mix of blue-green Imperial Dramon and Omnimon. Rogue decks will probably be mainly black, although I do love Ragnalordmon's design and Craniomon's ability. But let me stress something here. I'm going off data analysis from tournaments. Personally, there's a lot of homebrews out there that are just interesting to look at. You'll see sometimes it's not about net decking, but putting your own twists on things. Most of all, a deck is only as powerful as the person who knows their own weaknesses. Playtesting and knowing your matchups can help almost any deck win. You can hand an inexperienced person an Omnimon red deck, and they could lose even against a homebrew deck. Finally, during these times, if you can support your local game stores, please do. Call and check if they have pre-orders available. I know one of my locals actually had starter decks but had them sold out on their website. I was actually able to get starter decks for $10, and they are still offering them at this price for their January stock. Unfortunately, they do not ship, and it'll be pickup in person only. I plan on purchasing 1 or 2 more, and raffling them on the channel at 100 subs. Overall, if the same situation happens between 1.5 as it did with 1.0, pre-ordering is the best way to go. This will help avoid the scalping prices that everyone is complaining about. I got my boxes for less than $85, and pulled pretty much everything I wanted. But I'm also a fan of Digimon. I want this game to thrive and be successful. And as I get more subscribers, I'll be happy to do raffles. I'm going to make it my goal right now to get 100 subscribers, with the raffle prize being 2 of the Red Gaia starter decks. And remember, if you enjoy this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time!